Fitting countertops and shelves between walls is a carpenter's worst nightmare. But I got a trick that'll get you a perfect fit every time, and it barely even uses a tape measure to do it. Check it out.
Here's the scenario. You have a countertop or bench seat, or a shelf that's going to fit in between two walls and butt up against the third wall in the back. So you go measure once, twice, thrice, mark out your piece, cut it, go fit it, only to find out you suck, or it almost fits, but as you drop it in, it gets wedged, and you try to force it, and things just go south fast.
Impossible.
You wreck the walls, the countertop, and your pride. Why does this happen? Because after your disastrous failure, you check your measurements again, and, well, they all check out. On close inspection, what you'll probably notice is that those walls are not perfectly square and flat.
Oh shit. She's away there. Slide her to this side. Same problem.
And there's several reasons, like the inside and outside corners are slightly curved from the buildup of mud and tape throwing your measurements off. Another reason would be that your walls are out of square. Good thing our walls are nice and square. Makes life, oh lordy. Lordy. And if they're a little wider at the front, such as this,
At least she's wider at the front.
and pray that's the case. Or a third reason is, which is even worse, is they're out of square, but they're narrower at the front than the back.
This was narrower at the front.
And a fourth reason could be that your walls are not only out of square, but they have humps or dips in them from crappy Home Depot lumber.
Go to look at the back wall, and holy Christ almighty. Oh, wavy gravy.
That is not going to work. But how do you tackle this problem? Easy. All you need is some scrap strips of wood. In my case, I happen to have some scrap pieces of leftover 5/8 inch material on site, which works perfectly well.
So to figure out how this is going to fit, I don't trust my corners are perfectly square. So I cut a piece to basically fit the back. I got a piece that's going to fit the sides here. Screwed a piece down here. The second one I'm doing, all's going well. I'm going to put this one in, but if I put it in, as you can see, it's rocking quite a bit, so there's an obvious hump right here. So before screwing that down, I'm just going to scribe this, fit that nice and tight, and then screw that down. And a lot better.
I just ran my pencil along the wall to scribe my board, but there's a bunch of different tools and jigs you can use to accomplish this with. And I just use a power plane because I'm a wizard with it, but there's other ways to accomplish this as well.
So as you can see, now I got a U-shaped board that I should be able to just lift out, and I can also use it to check how it's going to work to slide things in and out. And lucky enough, I can sneak by this door jamb that is sticking out past here. Perfect. Now this board has been scribed. I just quite simply line up the back here where I need to, and I can just see exactly where I need to scribe and just mark that out. Transferred it onto my piece and scribe that. Let's see how it goes. Like a glove. Butte. Countertop number 2. Little bruise mark. This was narrower at the front, so I had to get it in, tip it in on an angle, set it down. There's no sliding in straight.
I should add, I always like to back bevel the underside of my countertop or piece so that I am better able to drop and slide things in without it binding.
Impossible.
Although there are some instances where dropping your shelves or countertops in won't work, such as this shelf I'm having troubles with.
One here is built up with a lot of mud. So, bit of a Hail Mary now. Okay.
You can actually sometimes pry the walls apart a little bit if you're careful. I had some cabinet jacks that I used to pry the space open with just enough to give me a little wiggle room to slide it in.
I knew that wasn't going to be a lot of fun. She's in. Oh, so far? Oh, that was easy. problem whatsoever. But it doesn't get much tighter than that, folks. Jesus.
The other great thing about this technique is it's not only good for countertops and shelves, but it's also good for things like bench seats, or for a board that had to fit to a sloped ceiling that had to go around the beam and also fit the cabinets below. Worked great for that.
This little trick got me out of a pinch a few times, and I got a few other videos that will get you out of a pinch too, I suspect. If you like this, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.